My dad said no one would ever love me if I cut my hair. When I was 14, my sister Ivy's hair got caught in the chain on the swing set and started ripping her scalp off. And while she was screaming and bleeding, my dad just stood there yelling, "Why weren't you more careful with it?" Dad was completely obsessed with long hair on women. He came from this family where all the women had hair down to their ankles and they called it their crowning glory or whatever. His own mother had hair so long she had to carry it in her arms to walk. And Dad kept this massive photo of her in the living room like she was royalty. When he married Mom, her hair was down to her waist, and apparently when I was born, the first thing he said was, "I can't wait to see how long hers gets." Every single night, Dad would brush my hair for an hour while going on about how hair was a woman's true beauty, and cutting it was basically a sin. He wouldn't even let us trim split ends. Mom's hair was down past her knees, and she had constant migraines from the weight. She couldn't drive because her hair would get stuck in the seatbelt or tangled around the gear shift. One time, she tried to pull it back in a bun, and Dad screamed, "What's the point of having beautiful hair if you're going to hide it like you're ashamed?" Ivy was 12, and her hair literally dragged on the ground behind her. Mine was down to my thighs. We had to wash it every day with this $50 shampoo and spend hours detangling it while Dad watched to make sure we weren't pulling out too many strands. When I was 7, I snuck into the bathroom with Mom's sewing scissors and cut off like 6 inches. I just wanted to be able to run without stepping on my own hair. I thought if I only cut a little bit, Dad wouldn't even notice. But when he came to brush my hair that night, he saw the uneven ends and completely lost it. He didn't yell at first, which was somehow worse. He just got really quiet and said, "You've destroyed something precious that can never be replaced." Then he left and came back with this wig that went all the way down to the floor. He made me wear it every single day until my real hair grew back to the length it was before. The wig was so heavy, I got neck pain and headaches. And it was like 3 feet longer than my actual hair, so I was constantly tripping over it. Kids at school made fun of me, and I'd come home crying, but Dad would just say, "Good. Maybe now you'll understand why you should appreciate your real hair." I had to wear that thing for almost 2 years, and I never tried to cut my hair again after that. Dad built a swing set because he wanted us to play outside with our hair blowing in the wind like some shampoo commercial. Mom said it wasn't safe, but Dad insisted we needed fresh air. Ivy got on the swing and started going pretty high, and her hair was whipping everywhere. Then I heard this sound like fabric tearing, and Ivy started screaming. Her hair had wrapped completely around the chain, and when the swing came back down, it just pulled. There was blood pouring down her neck and this chunk of scalp hanging by like an inch of skin, and she was making these horrible choking sounds. Dad ran over, but instead of helping her, he just stared at all the hair stuck in the chain and said, "Do you have any idea how long it took to grow that?" Mom had to physically shove him out of the way to get Ivy free. At the emergency room, the doctors had to shave part of Ivy's head to stitch her scalp back together. When we got home, Dad wouldn't even look at her. He made her wear a wig every single day until it grew back, and if the wig slipped even a little, he'd leave the room. Ivy started having nightmares and would wake up crying, and Dad told her she was being dramatic and that beauty required sacrifice. School was a nightmare with all that hair. I'd sit down in class and kids would step on it or it would get caught in my chair. One time in gym class, we were running laps, and I literally tripped over my own hair and face planted